Yo, I can feel my glutes just building right now. Like, look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding. Stop that. Your bands, great for activation. You're not building your butt. So I'm going to show you today 4 exercises that you can do that are actually going to build and strengthen your glutes instead of just relying on your bands, because you're just wasting your time. Like I said, great activation. It's not building the peach. So let's go. Barbell hip thrust, very commonly known exercise. Also very commonly done incorrectly. So just the basics of it. I'm using a box. You can use a bench. This is just the easiest setup I have. I'm also using a pretty light bar. So with this, I think the foot placement and where you place your upper back is what's commonly done incorrectly. So I'm gonna start by my upper back. You only want right below your scapula muscles, your shoulder blades to be touching. Some people do this, and now they have very little range of motion. Some people come down here too much, and now they have too much, but they're also straining their neck. You want to dig your upper back, your scapula, into your bench, your box, whatever it is that you're using as your foundation. And then your feet, your placement matters. Too far away is not going to engage your glutes. Too close to you is going to target more quads. You want your feet slightly further out past your knees, but you still want your heels and your knees to be in line. So once you're here, I like to think of keeping my arms nice and long, because this is gonna keep all my upper back tight. So when I'm here, I'm isolating my glutes. I'm not this, I'm rotating my pelvic floor, and I'm isolating just my glutes and my hips. So you should feel constant tension, as if you have cottage cheese butt. If your butt feels like it's not ugly when you're working it out, you're probably not working it out correctly. Ugly butts equal big butts. If we're gonna isolate our individual glute muscles, you can take this and you can make it into a single leg glute bridge as well. Hip thrust, glute bridge, it's all the same stuff, it's the same thing. So, you're gonna set up exactly the same way, again, getting upper back nice and tight. This time you're gonna use your bar, pop it right here on one leg. Again, make sure your feet are in the correct position. Knees and heels are stacked. This time though, I'm going to raise up the leg that is not doing the work and isolate. Honestly, hand position, you can put your hands wherever you want, behind your head, out like a zombie. You know, you can Macarena it, whatever you want to do. And then you'll switch sides. Isolates your glutes. We got Bulgarians, AKA the death exercise. So I don't think I've ever met somebody that's like, yo, I love Bulgarians, let's go to the gym and do Bulgarians. But they work for your butt. So you're gonna get your dumbbells or kettlebells or whatever you wanna hold as your weight. I think foot position for this exercise is the hardest, because I see a lot of people that stand either too close or they stand stupid far. So you want to think, getting into the position, you want to have a triangle within your hips and your thighs. And then when you're here, if you're targeting more glutes, you want a slight forward lean. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to lean into it, feeling that stretch on my glutes and on my hamstrings. If you stay more upright, you're going to target more of your quads. Lean forward, gets those glutes. You always still want 90 degrees in your legs. Your knees should never be like this. They should never be like this. 90 degrees, and up, squeeze those glutes to the top. Again, cottage cheese ass makes it build. You ready? Yep. So I'm gonna show you RDLs now. I'm gonna be doing them elevated. I'm a short person, so me getting the RDL to feel the full effect of the range of motion, doing it off the floor, I don't feel it 100% in my hamstrings and my glutes. So I'm gonna elevate myself just to make sure I'm actually getting the full feeling throughout the range of motion in my glutes. So I'm gonna use a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell, you can use a landmine, you can use a barbell, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna position my feet shoulder width. You can go narrow, you can go wider. I'm gonna do shoulder width. This is just where I feel it the most in my body anatomy. So when I'm here, I'm gonna hinge and I'm gonna think about throwing my butt to the wall behind me. You do not wanna go all the way down. Once you feel that pull in your hamstrings and your glutes, you come up and you squeeze at the top. So, common mistakes I see, no tightness in your back, going down like this, absolutely no glute engagement at all, or you stop too soon before you even feel that range of motion. So, we're gonna come down, nice tabletop back, throw your butt behind you. As you come up, squeeze. You're humping the air. That's the term here. Hump the air, but you don't want to hyperextend. So, again, we don't want this. Now you just be an extra squawk. Stay tight, squeeze. Make sure your head is level with your spine. And up. Always keep soft bend in your knees as well. Another common mistake I see is straight knees. And now you're doing more of a back thing instead of hips, hamstrings, and glutes. Those are movements to actually build and strengthen your glutes. As I said at the beginning, bands are great. They're something that you should utilize, but they're not going to actually build and strengthen your glutes. They are great for activating before you go into your workout. So if you're doing just banded exercises all the time, you're not gonna see results like you like, and it's time to hit the weights. So I'm Nikki from Iron Night Gym, and I hope that you guys build your booties.